Hi, I'm D.E. Jackson, author of The Clandestine. And its prequel, Erased, hopefully coming out in January. For those who are not familiar with me, I thought I would do a small intro and tell you about me and my books. I am a wife and mother of 2.5, the half being my cat. Things that I like to do: play video games, watch movies, listen to music, and of course, writing. My book, The Clandestine, available now on Amazon Kindle, is about 5 men who find 4 ancient children frozen in time, sort of like in a suspended animation. And their goal is to wake the children on Stonehenge's sacred ground so that they can stop an insane god who's trying to destroy the planet. I've had some people wonder what time period my book takes place in, and it's not just one particular time period, but 4 different time periods. So here are some facts about each one. The Roman Empire owned almost all of Europe, the borders of the Mediterranean Sea, and the borders south of the Black Sea. 2 Templar Grand Masters were burned at the stake. Glastonbury Abbey was stripped of its values due to the dissolution of the monasteries. And we're back. So what made me write this story? Well, we all want to live in a fantasy world like Game of Thrones, and even some of us want to live in a zombie apocalypse. So what I've done is take our history and intertwine it with the mythical creatures we've all grown up with, elves and fairies and dragons, and bring all those creatures into our present world, and in doing so, making our world a fantasy world. You'd really be surprised at some of the mythical stories that are actually true. Take, for example, Pluto's Gate, or the Gates of Hell, and the 3-headed dog Cerberus. They actually been found. What the Gates of Hell was a cave filled with very poisonous gases, and any human or animal that went in dropped dead immediately. And the 3-headed dog was a statue, and there was also a statue of a snake along with Cerberus guarding the entrance. And the statues were there to warn the populace, this is a very dangerous place, don't come in here. So if you think about it, some of the myths and fairy tales that we've heard of as children may have actually come from a truth. It's only after so many different people told it so many different times in so many different ways that it got so far-fetched and exaggerated that it had to become a myth, because it was just too far out there for anyone to believe. In my prequel Erased, we take a closer look at the mythical creatures and the insane god Deus. So what I've done for both of these stories was bring the mythical creatures that we've all heard about in stories to life, and also give a background of what might have happened to them and why they no longer exist in our world. Well, that's the end of my intro, but before I go, I wanted to reveal a secret about the Clandestine book cover and the cover of Erased. If you'll notice, there are some runes written on the covers. They actually spell something out. So I've written a key here for you so that you can decode them. And I thought that maybe the Clandestine book cover might be a little tricky to decode because of the way I wrote it on there. So if you follow this sequence, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll be able to put the sentence in order and figure out what it says. So until next time, happy reading, writing, and adventure. Bye.